Hello and welcome to the second part of what they should have taught us in schools. This one is called The Present of Life. Have you ever noticed how when you're having a fulfilling conversation and something comes up, somebody makes a joke and you burst into laughter, and for those fleeting moments, you forget all your troubles, all your worries, and just laugh and enjoy that present moment thoroughly? Your thinking brain takes part in enjoying these moments as well with no thoughts. Not just your brain, your gut, your whole body in unison enjoys those moments. What if there was a way to stay this way all the time, or even at least most of the time? I don't mean laughing all the time, of course. What if there was a way to stay present with no thoughts, and instead of a whole day at a time, what if you took one moment at a time? After all, human lives are short, and you only roughly have about 27,375 days to live. But every single one of those days has 50,400 moments that you could be savoring as it comes, good and bad, one moment at a time. To live every moment at its terms, the main prerequisite requirement is to separate yourself from your thinking mind. Consider your thinking mind like a social media application. Just like how social media applications produce advertisements that are relevant and pertinent to you because they track your data, your brain produces thoughts which are more relevant and more pertinent to you than anything else out there. Your thinking brain constantly produces these thoughts or these advertisements to get you hooked on either fantasizing about something in the future or agonizing about something that happened in the past. Now you are sitting inside listening to your thinking brain produce these advertisements, and these advertisements are very delicious and stimulating but not very helpful in most cases. Unfortunately, there is no ad blocker that can be installed onto the brain yet, but I hear that Elon Musk is working on a neural link. We'll see how that goes, but right now the very first step is to realize how the thinking brain works so as to start ignoring most of these advertisements that the brain produces. Just like how one advertisement on social media out of a million would be helpful somewhere, one thought in a million may be just worth chasing. But how do you filter these thoughts and find the ones that are worth chasing? Wouldn't it be nice to permanently block these advertisements or thoughts and enjoy pure content that life has to offer? The one thing that the thinking mind does not like is being in the present moment, because in the present moment, the thinking mind really has nothing to do. What it loves is thinking, and it will do anything possible to get you either to go back to the past or to the future just so that it does not get bored. The present moment involves no thinking whatsoever. There's only being, and it is almost like being on a beautiful beach alone with the sounds of the waves crashing onto themselves in regular intervals. It is the utmost possible serenity known to human mind. I guess that is precisely why monks meditate for such huge intervals of time. That is why they practice unattachment in the Buddhist culture, as it promotes and helps the mind to be present and not distracted by anything the external world has to offer. There are so many organs working inside us in unison, and they never ask for attention or pampering. The heart pumps blood, without which we would perish. The lungs provide air. The kidney purifies water. The stomach digests food. These organs, they never ask for anything. They're always churning away, all to keep us kicking. But then the brain comes along and says, "Hey, I'm bored. Let's light a cigarette," which literally damages the poor lung working so hard. And it says, "Hey, I feel like escaping reality for a while. Let's get drunk," which literally puts so much stress on the entire body. All the thinking brain likes is to serve itself. So why is the thinking brain out of control? Well, it's not its fault, really. Ever since we are born, the first 15 to 20 years of our life, It is absolutely vital to let the thinking brain go wild and think and make sense of this world around us, to build up a database of what's good, what hurts, what we are, who we are. All these questions are to be chased in order to form a biological code or an operating system for us to transform into adults. So, after about 20 years of intense thinking or intense use, we cannot suddenly ask the thinking brain to stop. It is never going to listen. So, the first step is to befriend it and then slowly teach it every day how serene the present moment is. Alan Watts once said, "The biologist does not sit with his eye permanently glued to the microscope. He goes away and works on what he has seen." Similarly, we shouldn't sit there glued to our thoughts. We should work on what we've thought about. Oh, and the only way to befriend your thinking mind is to meditate every day, by the way. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for this one. Thank you very much for your time. Peace.